Hey folks, Luke Mullen here with the Lincoln Journal-Star's rapid reaction as Nebraska football narrowly falls to Ohio State today in Columbus. If you go back to last week's game, of course, that blowout loss to Indiana, that's a game that Matt Rhule said he did not see coming ahead of time. Well, today's game, I don't think many people in Husker Nation saw this one coming either. Nebraska, considerable underdogs today, 25 point, 27 point, depending on where you looked at it. Well, the Huskers, they were in this one till the end. They were leading it there late in the fourth quarter. Ohio State needing a key touchdown drive from Will Howard to go down, take that 21-17 lead that eventually held there as that final score. So many positives to take away from Nebraska. Of course, the loss hurts. An opportunity to take down that top 5 Ohio State team, one of the best teams in the Big Ten and the entire country. That is a tough one for Nebraska. But when you look at their season trajectory, so many questions raised last week in that loss to Indiana. Are the black shirts for real? Can the offense move the ball? Will the special teams ever look good again? And emphatically today, Nebraska had answers in all 3 of those categories. You look at the offense and still, yes, a lot of work to be done. Some of those perimeter plays, the perimeter blocking still continues to struggle. Dylan Raiola, not the most prolific day, getting that downfield passing game going. But again, this is an Ohio State defense that's up there with the very best in the nation. They did not allow many yards on the ground all season. That continued today, but Nebraska some good moments running the ball as well. But the bigger story, I think, today was the Nebraska defense. Again, 56 points hung on them last week. Today they went toe-to-toe with a team that's going to have NFL draft picks all over the field. Nebraska's secondary was burned a little bit, but the Ohio State run game, they never got going. And you look at that third quarter, that pivotal third quarter, Nebraska holds Ohio State scoreless. The Buckeyes, 3 different offensive series. Will Howard throws an interception, or 4 different series, Will Howard throws an interception, 3 punts, just a complete dominance for Nebraska in that area. You look at the third downs too, 1 for 10 on third down for Ohio State today. I mean, any team in the nation would love to put up those kind of numbers against this Ohio State team, and Nebraska did it today. And then you look at the special teams too. John Hole, it has been weeks. It's been weeks since Nebraska kicked a field goal. John Hole comes out here in a huge stadium. There's 100,000 people here today, and he makes 3 field goals, one of them from 54 yards out, which is just a phenomenal kick for any college kicker, let alone a guy who's been struggling. Players after the game saying, they've had that confidence in John. He's been doing it in practice. Of course, it's hard to do it in the game, and he did it today. It showed up in a big way. So what can Nebraska take from this? Well, obviously it's a loss. Still looking for that 6th win. Still looking to beat a ranked opponent. These streaks are still continuing. But if you think about Nebraska, next week, UCLA is coming to Lincoln. After that Indiana game, folks would have said, man, that game's looking harder. If Nebraska plays the way that they did against Ohio State, they'll have no trouble with UCLA and much of the rest of its season.